Welcome back, guys. It's the episode that at least some of us have been waiting for. Airplanes. Now, I've done as much preparation as I can possibly do so that we can just focus on the airplanes. I've already got the lines all, well, I've got the lines set up. I've got the names and whatever. I've got to put the stops in because I thought you'd want to see that. And obviously putting the planes on, you're going to want to see that. But I've also done some other stuff. So I have gone down the entire Boston to, well, in fact, Boston right down to Norfolk. All the way down here to Norfolk. I've done the whole line upgrading the roads. Now, I haven't done every single bit of road because there are some bits, like this bit, needs to be reconstructed. And I haven't done those. But every bit of road that I could upgrade without spending, like, I mean, like a couple of 100,000, couple of 100,000, I've done those. If it's more than that, then I haven't. Well, I've accepted one or two because I kind of misclicked a couple of millions. So I ended up spending, what, 13 million? Yeah, I started off with 25 and I'm down to 12. So yeah, I spent 13 million. But these are upgraded to, like all the joining roads are large country roads, 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. So that'll bode well for the future. And we've got like large roads through all the towns, which should speed up our buses and all that kind of stuff. And as well as doing like the main route in every city. So look, there's a bit that I couldn't upgrade. God knows why. Why couldn't I upgrade? Should we see? So upgrade. Yeah, construction not possible. See, so bits like that. But for example, here you can see I've done all the roads in going round here. Why have I done that? Because they're bus routes. And where there are bus routes, I've put larger roads in because our buses can go faster than the regular roads now. So that's why I've done that. Right, now let's do trains. So Boston to JFK, Boston to EWR is the 3-letter code for Newark, and then Boston to IAD, which is Dulles. Which is, I guess, like International Airport Dulles or something. I don't know, but whatever. That's Dulles. And then Dulles to Newark and Dulles to JFK. Those are the lines we're going to start with. And we'll see how it goes. Now, after all the effort that I've put in, this better make a freaking profit. Because I don't think I can do more than I've done. So, we'll see. We'll see. Right. Let's start putting some planes on, shall we? So, we're going to start off Boston JFK. Now, I reckon... Oh, by the way, you'll see that we've got the freighters and the air freight mod puts in all the planes. So, yeah, but we won't be using those, at least for a while. So, we're going to be flying these Junkers F-13s. Only carry 3 passengers. Top speed of 87 miles an hour. Oh my lord, how fast is that? A little bit faster than the trains, but not by much, to be honest. Right, by aircraft, what are we going to put on here? I think the way we'll do this is we'll start off with the Boston IAD, because that needs twice as many planes as the other two, because it's twice as far. So I think we will have 1, 2, 3, set line all, Boston IAD. Set line all, Boston IAD. The hell? Oh, I haven't put the lines in. Ha 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 ha. Let's put the lines in first. Bonehead. So we're going to go from Boston down to JFK, which is here over in Queens. And then we'll do Boston, which is of course Logan International Airport, down to Newark. There we go, to Newark. And then Boston, where are we? Boston, down to Dulles. Where the hell is Dulles? There's Dulles. And then we want to go from Dulles to Newark. There's Dulles to Newark. And then we want to go from Dulles... Oh, did I get that? Yeah, I did. From Dulles to JFK. Now, it'd be interesting to see if having these two airports relatively close together causes one to be better than the other, or, like, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? But that's what we're going to do anyway. So, having done that, now I can put these blooming aircraft on. So those aircraft have gone onto that line. Hooray. So now we'll buy 3 more. So those went on to Boston IAD, didn't they? Yes, they did. Right. So now we'll put 3 onto Boston JFK. That's Boston no, that's Boston JFK. And then 1, 2, 3 that we'll put onto Boston Newark. And then finally, 1, 2, 3 that we'll put onto Boston IAD. So Boston IAD's got 6, and the others have got 3. Right. Now we'll go down to Dulles, and we'll do where's Dulles? Here's Dulles, and we'll do same kind of sort of thing. Why's that still on? Right. So buy aircraft. By the way, I am recording this during a huge thunderstorm, so if you hear any rumbles, you'll know exactly what it is. And if, like, I don't know, I was going to say if you don't hear any more videos from me, but then you wouldn't know. But yeah, so me telling you that I'm doing this in a thunderstorm and I might die kind of doesn't really help you. So yeah, because you'd never hear the video, right? So if you see this video, nothing happened. 1, 2, 3, which are going to go onto the Boston IAD. And then 1, 2, 3, which are going to go on to IAD Newark. 1, 2, 3 go on to IAD JFK. And 1, 2, 3 go on to Boston IAD. Cool. Right, so now we want to go up to Newark. And we will buy 1, 2, 3 planes go on to... Now this is Newark... Yeah, so Newark, Boston, and 1, 2, 3 go on to Newark, IAD, BOS. Whew. And then finally, then we can ride the planes. Buy aircraft. 1, 2, 3. You go on JFK, Boston, and 1, 2, 3 go on to IAD, JFK. There we go. That's it. That's it. We're all done. Oh, I am so freaking nervous that these aren't going to make a profit. Well, right. Where should we go? Should we do Boston Dulles? Like do the whole flight down, or should we do like Boston to like Newark and then go Newark to? So then we have to like 2 takeoffs and landings. Yeah, should we do that? Let's do that. Let's do that. So, oh, it's an IAD that's going to come rolling out first, isn't it? Should we? Let's get rid of these. Let's slow this down for the first plane. Here they come, rolling out. Now, they're not going to have any passengers. Look at that view. It feels so alive. You know, with the planes rolling around, the buses running. Oh, look at that. Look at that air sock. I hadn't noticed that before. Oh, the door opens to let the passengers in, but there are no passengers, so he's going to say, bugger it and go away. Right, so let's speed up. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 Dulles planes coming out first. Now, obviously, I could have done it so that it was like intermittent, like 1 for Dulles, 1 for JFK, 1 for Newark. But that would have taken way too long. And there goes the first plane. Here comes the first... Now, what are you? You're JFK. Do we go JFK? Oh. I'd rather go Newark. I tell you what, if we go... pause for a second. Because if we go down to Dulles... I think I did Dulles, Newark first. So, let's see. What are you? You're Boston IAD. You are... Yeah, that's a Newark flight. So we'll fly up to Newark. So we'll follow you. Aircraft 16. What should we call it? We've got to name it, haven't we? Should we call it... I don't know. Should we call it something like... I don't know. What about Spirit of St. Louis? Yeah, Spirit of St. Louis. Yeah. The Spirit of St. Louis. There we go. Which was Charles Lindbergh's aeroplane. unless I'm much mistaken, which could happen. So, come on, game. What the hell's wrong with you? Sort yourself out. We'll pop that down there, out of the way. Get a nice close-up shot. Look at that, would you? It doesn't get much better than that. Look at that rolling hill in the background. Oh, we want to be around this side because we want to see the door open. It's the best bit, the door opening. Actually, the landing gear going up and down is the best bit, but I'll settle for the door open. Look at that! How freaking cool is that? I mean, I've seen that 100 times, and I still think it's staggeringly cool. Look at the different planes going to the different terminals. And now they're waiting. What are you waiting for? Waiting for that plane to go by. That must be... Oh no, that's probably another Newark plane. If that's another Newark plane, then I'm still going to stay with the Spirit of St. Louis. Because I feel like it. And it's kind of cool. And we can watch that take off from here. Which would be very cool. Oh, now there's another one coming past. Now, if that's a JFK one, then it will pull into this terminal. But it might be the other Newark flight. And if it's the other Newark flight, it's the other Newark flight. Okay, you know what? We're going to jump on board with that one then. Because I don't want to wait anymore. It's all very well and good looking at these things, but... Right. Here we go. Of course, the landing gear doesn't fold up on these, which is a bit of a shame, but... Got to wait for the better aircraft. Is that the Spirit of St. Louis immediately behind us? I think it is. Should we have a bit of a side-on view? I think we'll have a bit of a side-on view for takeoff. Oh, there the tail lifts up. He's up to speed, and we have liftoff. It's not a rocket, Sky. Little bank. Back onto full power. Look at that. Majestic. Absolutely majestic. Do you want a bit of first-person action? Because I often don't do the whole first. Let's have a little look at the plane in flight. Because it is very cool. There's the pilot. Oh, he's up to altitude now. He'll throttle back a little bit. Look at that. It's not going to take us very long to get to Newark, that's for sure. Right. So a bit of first person. Well, just look at that. That's made me speechless. I redid that bridge down there, but I couldn't do that little bit connecting to it. So I'm going to have to go around, which I'll probably do after this episode, and hook up all these bits that need to be hooked up. The thing is, I didn't want to spend like too much money and then end up not being able to like put in the aircraft and stuff. And I was gonna do some work on New York, you know, redo the George Washington Bridge and the Williamsburg Bridge and finish off some of the roads and whatever. But I thought, nah, that's something that I want to do with you guys, because ripping up New York is kind of fun. So I think you want to be there for that. What are we flying over? I mean... Oh, this is Philadelphia. This is Philadelphia here. I know that because there's the Philly ferry. There's the Philly ferry. So yeah, this is Philadelphia. So that was Baltimore. Just passed. Now we're... Oh, there's another plane. It's a bit close. Wouldn't allow that these days. But back in the 1920s, yeah, fly by the seat of your pants. So we're passing Philly. Going up the, this is the Delaware, isn't it? Yeah, the mighty Delaware separates New Jersey from, well, from a few things, including Pennsylvania, which is, this is Pennsylvania, I think. Yep, this is Pennsylvania. And then, so this is Trenton then, isn't it? Yeah, this is Trenton. So, oh, there's the airport. There's the airport. So this is Edison. Oh my, this takes me back. Seriously, guys, this takes me back to flying into... I used to fly into Newark a lot. I also used to fly into JFK, but... The flight into Newark was better than the flight into JFK, because the flight into Newark... Because obviously, coming from the UK, usually you would be flying down the East Coast from, like, Maine down into New York. And so you used to land down here, so you'd see the New York skyline really clearly, if you were on the right side of the plane, of course. There's Manhattan. Here we go. And we're straight in for the landing. Oh, a little bit of a bank line up. You know what? I don't think I've done a first-person landing before. Oh, why have I... Oh, we've got to do a first-person takeoff as well. Why have I never done this before? I must be freaking mad. And... tyre squirrel. Yep, impressive tyre squirrel on dirt. So, obviously very compacted. Yeah, whatever. And a quick whiz round, and we're going to be into our terminal. Now, I seriously doubt there's any passengers waiting, but you never know. I'm going to be very interested to see. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for him. We might be waiting for him. There's the old windsock. It's good. Oh, look, you see it move? Like little tiny details like that. So awesome. We'll go right into the terminal. Why the hell not? Why wouldn't we? Little bits of distortion, but I mean, come on. We can live with that. It's only on these where the taxiways meet. So here we go. Into the terminal building. Any passengers waiting? Nah, no passengers waiting. And time to disembark. Jump out. Quick, doors open. Everybody out. There's nobody in there. Who am I talking to? I've no idea. Right, so now we want to catch a flight up to Boston. Now, I could catch a flight from here, from Newark. I was going to do Newark to Boston. I've got to say, I'm kind of tempted to do JFK. Actually, I should have flown up to JFK, and then I should have done Newark. Where are you going? Come here, you. Oh, you're going back to Dulles. Oh, where are you coming in from? Oh, that's the Boston-Newark flight. Should we do a JFK? See, the problem with JFK is, so the flights are going to take off that way and go straight up Long Island. So we're not going to kind of see the city. Mind you, I was going to say we're not going to see the city because the view is only forward. We're not going to see much of the view from this one, but we'd see more of it than from JFK. I think we'll stick with the Newark flight. So what? Your IAD. So we're going to have to wait for this one. Any passengers? Nope. Any passengers like thinking of showing up? It's to be honest, it's a little bit early because they've got to figure out the route. Then they've got to catch a bus to get here. So they've got to wait for a bus. Then the bus has got to get here. So I'm kind of not too surprised there aren't any passengers. Let's go and have a quick look at JFK. While we're waiting for that, oh, there was a flash of lightning then. There should be a rumble of thunder soon. Let's see. Anybody on board? No, nobody on board that one yet. Oh, there. I told you. Because that was a very bright flash. That was very near. Nobody here yet. You going to drop anybody? You got anybody on board? Oh, you got one. Oh. Now, where could they be going? I bet they're going to the train station. Yep, going to the train. What about you? You got anybody on board? You got 5. Now, I wonder, could one of them be a passenger? No, they're all going to the train station. Oh, well, never mind. Right, so here we go. Oh, that's JFK. We want to go back over to... where are we? Want to go over to Newark. I hope that flight hasn't left yet. Let's see. There we go. We're shipping up to Boston. Right. Should we first person take off? I think so. And we're on board. He'll pause. Final checks. Everything clear? Right. Crank up the engine. Throttle up. Get up to take-up speed. And of course, it's got a bit blowing laggy. Stop being laggy. I think that might... That can't be year end. Oh, well, I suppose it could be, actually. I don't think it is, though. I think it's just being a bit laggy. There we go. I want to check. Was that year end? Was that year end? No, it's month end. Month ends can be laggy as well. Please be another Boston flight. No. Is there another Boston flight? That's another Boston flight. You know what? I'm gonna jump on board with this one and see if we get the same thing. Now this will be mid-month, so there shouldn't be any lag. Let's find out. So, throttle up. And that's more like it. See, that's what we want to see. Oh, and see, this one has to bank quite sharply to head south down to Dulles. And this is one of the things they changed in the, I think the last update. Was it the last update or the one before? I don't know. But they changed it so that the planes turn more steeply. Right, let's jump out of you. We're going to go and we're going to jump on... Oh, pause. We're going to jump on the next Boston flight. Here we go. I've got to say, I kind of like the takeoffs. Here we go. Throttle up. But I want to see if... I wish we could turn the camera. I really do. But we can't. But we might just get to see Manhattan when he banks. Here we go. Yes, there's Manhattan. There's Manhattan. There's the Brooklyn Bridge. Actually, was that the Brooklyn Bridge? No, I think that was the Manhattan Bridge. There's the Williamsburg Bridge. That's the George Washington Bridge just down there. This is the East River. No, sorry. This is the Hudson. That's the East River that goes into here. And I don't know what this is called, actually. Is this Long Island Sound? Don't know. I think this might be Long Island Sound. I don't know, though. So if you want to know, go on Google Maps. So, we're now flying over Stamford. So we're already into Connecticut. Where do we go? This is Stamford, then this is New Haven. Oh, you know, it's nice to have just a chilled out episode, isn't it? No manic building, no horrendous problems. Just, I mean, look how beautiful Long Island looks. There's Sag Harbor over there. And right down on the tip there would be Montauk. I love the name of that, Montauk. Another Billy Joel song. Or mentioned in another Billy Joel song. The Downeaster Alexa. Go on Google that if you want. So, we're... what did I say? This is New Haven. And then that's Hartford and Springfield. This is New London. Oh, we're beating the hell out of the train on this journey. Which we need to. Because We need the fast passengers. We need the passengers who want to travel on the fastest route. So that, in order to attract them, we've got to be faster than the trains. Oh, a little bit of a lag. That'll be month end again. Yep. And what seems to cause the lag at the month ends is it figuring out where to build new buildings and build new roads and all that kind of stuff. Which I guess, I mean, like on a big map like this with lots of lots of cities, there is a huge amount for it to figure out, I suppose. So I guess it's understandable, but hopefully they'll continue the optimization process. My God, this is beautiful. We are coming up on Providence, Rhode Island. Oh. And we're throttling back for our approach. So here's Providence. There's the airport. There's Logan International. So I'm guessing, well, obviously we're going to go up here. And then it'll be a pretty sharp turn, I think. And then come down into Logan International Airport. Oh man, guys, should I have more of these kind of chilled out episodes where we just ride and like enjoy how freaking beautiful this is? Like, I don't mean like all the time or whatever, but like now and again. I really think we should look at the traffic whizzing by. Oh, can we beat that train? It's going to be a close run thing. I think we've got a chance of beating him. We're starting to slow down. Look at that. How cool is that? Here we go. Oh, nice. Oh, look at the weird reflections. Yes, we're going to beat the train. Hands down, we're going to beat the train. Oh, look at the planes all lined up. Because we've got quite a few planes on here. But they're a bit bunched up at the moment. Hopefully they'll space out and it should be good. Oh, and we touched down with a little tire squirrel. Look at all the trees all over the place. We'll have to chop a few of those down when we get the bigger planes. And now we've got to wait. I don't think we'll wait. Oh! And it's the end of the year. And we get... Oh, here we go. The Sinclair Oil 40-foot tank car. The Hooker Chemical Company 40-foot tank car. And the UTLX 40-foot tank car. So we can start putting together some kind of more interesting fuel and oil trains with those. That'd be very cool. Right, we can let it carry on running. Now, have any of these got any passengers? What do you think? Do you think any of these planes have got passengers? Yes, passenger. You? No. And you? No. So nobody wants to go to Dulles, apparently. Let's have a look over here. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, we've got 4 passengers waiting here. We've got 2 coming in here, 2 coming in here. Now, they all going to go to the same terminal. Now, I don't know which one's which. Look at him, he's like, oh, for God's sake, come on. I've been waiting ages for this blooming plane. Oh, so that's another, so that's 5 waiting for whatever this is. Oh, now, where, so that's Dulles. This is Newark. Oh, these guys are all waiting for... So we've got 6 passengers waiting for JFK. Cool. Whoops. What the hell's going on? Oh, month end again. Always laggy on the first of the month. I should definitely get rid of some of these trees, shouldn't I? Can't see the... Oh, passengers just got in. Oh, that's a full load of passengers. Oh, yeah, mama. And we've got enough for 2 planes here waiting for JFK. Are you a JFK flight? What are you? No, that's another Newark flight. Then we've got Dulles. Where are the JFK planes? Oh, is it, are you a yeah, here's a JFK. Now, they will space themselves out eventually. But that is very promising. 6 passengers waiting for JFK. Right, should we see what the state of play is? I think we probably should. So, let's get Boston up the top. 6 passengers waiting for JFK. Nobody waiting for Newark or Dulles. Right, let's head on down to New York. Let's pick up JFK. Oh my lord! Would you look at that? 13 passengers want to go to Boston. 7 want to go to IAD, Dulles. Oh, we've got passengers. Oh, well, there were 2 passengers waiting for Boston, but they've just been picked up. We've got 5 passengers waiting to go to Dulles. Let's go down to Dulles and see what we've got. Oh, I'm so excited. I've got planes working. Ish. At least ish. Yes, we've got 5 want to go to JFK. So JFK is obviously the preferred route. Look, we've got 15, 6 and 5. We've got nobody from Boston wants to go to Newark. Nobody from Dulles wants to go to... Oh no, we've got one. We've got 1 for Newark. Oh, we've got 1 for Newark there. We've got 17 blooming passengers waiting for JFK. We're waiting to go to Boston from JFK. Oh my lord! Okay. Oh man, I've never had the planes working as well as this. That'll probably all go to pot in a minute, but frankly, I don't care. You know what? Let's while I'm faffing around, like looking at statistics and stuff, why don't we whiz up here? Oh look, there's the Lusitania. Why don't we fly JFK to Dulles? Well, oh, of course there won't be a blooming plane here. Look at the passengers waiting. That's the 17 that want to go to JFK. That's the Dulles. Where are you going to? That's a JFK flight. Good. Pick up some passengers up. Oh, here we go. We've got more planes coming in. What are you? Oh, I missed him. There, got you. Oh, that one's going to Dulles. Perfect. You'll do, my little beauty. The only problem with having all these windows open is because with all the extra video and it's showing all the icons and everything as well, really slows the game down. Which is a bit of a shame. So, like, if I... what can I do? I can't get rid... This is the thing, I can't get rid of the video. Hang on, what about if I do it like that? Does that... I wonder if that gets rid of the video. So let's put Boston, Newark, JFK, and Dulles. Now if I do that, does that get rid of any of the lag? Yeah. I don't think it does, to be honest. But I kind of want to watch the passengers and numbers at the moment. Now, I think we're going to have to get rid of it. It's a shame because I wanted to kind of watch the passenger numbers and see how they were doing. But yeah, that's what it is. So let's get rid of it. See, and now the lag's gone. Amazing, isn't it? Alrighty. Well, let's go over... That's not... Well, actually, we'll have a look at this. So let's say last year I spent 50 million on construction costs. I spent 14 million on new vehicles. Did I get any back? Not really. So, so that's like what? 65 million. Yeah, so we made about 67 million-ish last year, which is very, very promising. Right, now, you're off to... JFK, aren't you? Right. What I wanted to look at quickly was this, and have a look at our passenger numbers. Now look at this. We have not got a single passenger from Boston to Dulles. Now isn't that surprising? Let's jump on board. Isn't that amazing? It's like the longest run. You would think that that would be the, like, if there's going to be one of those lines that's going to be like really, really packed, you'd think it would be Boston Dulles, but no. Maybe that'll change. Maybe they need a bit of time to adapt. Oh look, we've got the Lusitania sailing down the coast. There's New York Harbour. We can't quite see Manhattan. That was a shame. It would have been nice to see Manhattan from this side. Here's Edison. By the way, Edison needs some bus routes put in. There are no bus routes in Edison, I noticed. And there are no bus routes in Trenton either. So we could actually be getting a lot more passengers onto the trains. So, and I was thinking, yeah, shall I do that? And I was like, my God, well, I've already spent, I don't know, God knows how long I spent upgrading the roads. It was a fairly long time. And I spent about, oh, I don't know. Like before I recorded yesterday's episode, I spent about 3 hours researching and planning out and trying to make these airlines a success. And I still don't know if they're actually going to be profitable or not. Only time will tell. I'm guessing that was another month end. It's beautiful though, isn't it? God, why haven't I done this more? Mind you, the thing is, this map is so attractive compared to the other two maps. I mean, the first European map wasn't too bad, but it's having like all of these, the extra trees and stuff, just makes it so much more interesting. So we're passing Philly again. There's the Philly ferry. I have to do a bridge soon. Philadelphia. Then, oh, this is Wilmington, isn't it? Yeah. Wilmington. See, this is Delaware, the state of Delaware, and it just comes, Delaware kind of just comes up and clips Wilmington. And then above it is Pennsylvania, and over here is Maryland. So we pass Wilmington. That's the Bay Coast Railway, isn't it? Yeah, going down to Cape Charles. This is no, hang on a second. Is this Aberdeen, isn't it? Yeah, Wilmington. I think this is this is Aberdeen, where we've got the huge bridge that I put in. Which apparently some of you like. Some of you don't, but some of you like that. So, Aberdeen. Then Baltimore. And look, there's the BOS-WASH line. The gentleman's personal hygiene line. Right, so not long to go now. There's the airport. We can see the airport. Seriously, guys, I'm going to be really interested to see your comments on this video, because I don't know about you, but I have loved these flights. I mean, loved these flights. We need more airplanes. We definitely need more airplanes. We need to be flying down to Charleston and down to Norfolk and... We could definitely put in an airport at Richmond. Oh, actually, I was looking at where I would put an airport for Richmond. And there's a fairly convenient location for that. Ooh, so we're going to fly right over the top of Washington, and then we're going to have a really sharp bank and come into land. Oh, sweet. This is going to be a pretty sharp turn. Here, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, we're not. Whoa, okay. We bank first one way and then the other way. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, we got a weird little flight path here. And then a second bank. And now we're lined up with the runway. Oh, we've got a hill here. Oh, we're so close to the ground. We've got planes waiting for us. Like after this, we'll go and look at like the frequencies and the passenger numbers, and we'll probably crank the game up a little bit. And task wheel. Oh, the whole animations, the sound effects, the behaviour of the planes. They nailed it with the planes. They really did. Now what we need to nail with the planes is people actually using the damn things. Oh, look at the cranes in the background. Oh, look. We've got passengers going hither and thither. We've got passengers waiting. We've got passengers waiting there as well. Oh, please tell me that Dulles to Boston is finally getting some passengers. Let's have a quick look around here. Oh, quick, jump out. I want to see the doors. Best bit of the game. And the door's open. Excellent. And 3 of our passengers can jump on board. So, okay, Boston, Dulles. Okay, we have got 4 passengers. Now, our frequency is every 3 minutes. Now, I'm just wondering, look at this. That's maxed out. That's maxed out. That's 1 passenger to max out that line. This is 2/3 full. So, when these planes land and drop off their passengers, these lines are making a profit. Oh my lord! Profitable airlines! Who would have believed it? But this one is not. I am really surprised. I mean, that's twice the length of these. The frequency is the same. So why the hell aren't we getting more passengers for that? I don't know. I mean, we'll give it some time. I'm not going to play around with it yet. We'll give it a bit of time and see if it kind of maybe recovers a little bit. But I would have thought that would be our most popular line. I'm gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. Now, see what have we got waiting? So we've got 9 passengers waiting for JFK. We've got nobody waiting for the Newark flight. And that surprises me. I thought Newark would be the more popular out of JFK and Newark. I'm really surprised. Let's should we crank the game up for a little bit? It's 1923. Okay, well, we've got a passenger for Newark. $18, $12, $18, $5, $17. I want to see these actually like start landing and turning a profit. So we've got 10 for JFK, 2 for Newark. Oh, we've got 1 finally. 2. Oh, is it turning around? God, I hope so. So you're going to pick up those 2 passengers. There they go. So you're going with 2 passengers on board. So we're up to 8. Okay. Let's zip up, see what's going on at the others. So Newark. Oh, look at that. We've got 9 and 9. So Boston, Newark, no problems. And also Newark IAD. So that's going to be full by the look of it. Or at least pretty soon. This is up to 8 of 36 now. So let's go and have a look over at JFK. I'm assuming that this is going to have quite a few people. Yep, 8 and 6. Oh, we need more flights. And look, there's no planes there at the moment. So we could actually put, you know what, let's pause. I'm going to put, by aircraft, I'm going to put one more. One more? Yeah, I'm going to put one more onto Boston JFK. And I'm going to put one more onto Boston IAD. No, that was Boston JFK, wasn't it? I just put it on. God, I hope so. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again. So, what line are you on? You're on Boston JFK. That's what you should be on. You should be on Boston IAD. Try again. Boston IAD. There we go. Thank you. Right, so we'll put 2 more on there. I think, how are things at Newark? We've got passengers waiting to go to Boston and to, yeah, we want another couple of planes on here as well. So, by aircraft, one of those for Boston, Newark, and one for Newark IAD. Bosh. Okay. Then we'll go up to Boston. Where are we? Boston. There's Boston. And yeah, see, we've got people waiting for both. So let's get by aircraft. One of those goes on to Boston, Newark. Yep. And one of those goes on to Boston, JFK. Did I put that on Boston IAD? That plane from JFK. I still put it on the wrong blooming thing, didn't I? I think. Did I put that on the... Yeah, Boston IAD. That's... that should be on JFK AID. There, it should be on that one. You lunatic. Right, then we whiz down to Dulles. And we're going to do basically the same. Have we got passengers waiting? Yeah, we've got passengers waiting. We've got them waiting to go to Newark, and we've got them waiting to go to JFK. But we haven't got any waiting for Boston. So we won't put any more planes on that. But we will put one onto the... Let's see. This is IAD Newark. And then we want one more, which is going to go onto IAD JFK. Bosh. Alright, now that's decreasing our... or increasing our frequency, decreasing our waiting times. Oh, but we're bumping our capacity up to 24. Look, it's gone green. We're making a profit. We're making a profit on an airline. Oh, there's a plane. Quick, duck. Let's move that down. Let's watch planes take off for a bit. Aren't they awesome? Get down here and have the fun of watching these planes taking off. Here we go. Wow. The flights are very regular, that's for damn sure. Flight coming in. Plane waiting to take off. Oh, nice landing, mate. Look, Boston JFK, instantly full. Dulles JFK, full. These other two flights are going to be full. I wonder why Boston to Dulles. Why is that flight not popular? I can't believe that. That's crazy. Stuck at 8 passengers. But the thing is, like this line is losing us 350k. These lines are only just starting to make a bit of money. I mean, the other two will start turning a profit soon as well, as they land. And how much are you going to make? 15k for delivering 3 passengers, 5,000 a piece. It's not bad. So yeah, look at this. They're making already. They're making 50,000 a piece. Okay, it's not making millions like the trains. We've got 76 million in the bank. I should probably repay the loan while I think about it. Let's repay the loan. If I do that before the end of the episode, that'll make a few people happy. Pay off your loan, Sky. Pay off your loan. You know you do. Don't sit there pull faces at me. You know you do. You sit there going, pay off your loan. Pay off your loan. Right. So loan paid off. Oh, look at these planes going in and out. Let's have a look. 6 for Newark, 1 for JFK. Look at this. These are doing brilliantly. Why isn't that one doing just as brilliantly? I don't understand. I don't believe it. Now, I mean, I could put some extra planes on to bump up the frequency, but we've got to be kind of careful that we don't overcrowd the airports. And they're already getting a little crowded, but they're still spacing out, so we probably do have a little bit of capacity. But we're down to 6 passengers, 5 passengers. So you've just dropped off. There's nobody to pick up. So there's nobody waiting for Dulles. Sorry, nobody waiting for Boston. Let's go up to Boston. Whiz quickly up to Boston. What's the story at Logan? Nobody. Nobody at all. Well, I'm staggered. I gotta say, I'm absolutely staggered. I can't believe that. And that being the case, you know what? We'll just dispense with that line then. I mean, if it's not going to make money, I'm not going to run it as a lost leader. But the others are making money. So with the extra capacity, if we get rid of this line, we'll just run more flights on the other lines and ditch this one. I'm amazed. I am amazed. All right, well, let's do it. So let's bring this up. And we want to, so this is Boston IAD. Well, shall I reallocate the planes? Would that be a sensible thing to do? I suppose it would, wouldn't it? So let's see. You're flying to Boston. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12. So we want to put 3 on each line, don't we? So you're going to go on, so this is going to be, you're going to go on Boston Newark, and you are going to go on Boston Newark, and you are going to go on Boston Newark, and then you're going to go on, what's next? So Boston Newark, Boston JFK. You are going to go on Boston JFK, and you are going to go on Boston JFK and Boston JFK. Bosh. Right, and then you and you are going to go on Dulles Newark. Dulles Newark. And then the 3 remaining planes, Bosh, Bosh and Bosh, are going to go on the JFK, Dulles JFK route. So you Dulles JFK, and Dulles JFK. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Right, and then that can be done with. Go away, clear your filthy stuff out, throw it in the street. Look at this. Oh my lord, this is making 150,000. This is making 100,000. This is making almost 100,000. This is making almost 50,000. Oh my lord. We're making money on airlines. Seriously, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm so ridiculously excited. Now we've increased our capacity to 33 passengers on each of these. And they're filling up. So let's have a look. We've got people waiting there for both lines. Beautiful. Let's pop down to New York. Newark. Yeah, we've got people waiting. But look at this. We've got 12 people waiting to go to Dulles. Let's go over to JFK. JFK, we've got passengers. We've only got 1 to go to Dulles. But we've got 9 on the other route. So that's looking good. And we pop down to Dulles itself. And we've got 6 of 4. Perfect. Lovely. Now, the thing is, having increased the frequency of the flights, that's going to make even more people want to fly on them. So, yeah, look at this. This is going to be making, I don't know, what? If we can get this up to max, and it looks like they are headed up to somewhere close to max. I mean, this is already 28 or 33. Then I'm guessing we're going to be making, ooh, like, well, at least a couple of 100,000. I'm thinking 250,000 per line. How freaking nice would that be? Oh, look at that. That's up to 28. You've just dropped off passengers. We've got passengers to pick up. That's the question. Ooh. But we're running profitably. That's the. Oh, that's up to 30 or 33. Oh, look, 30 or 33. I think we're going to be up to max. I think we're going to be up to capacity. And I've got a sneaking suspicion it's just going to get better. Oh, look at this. 9 and 6 passengers waiting. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, come on. Let's have another quick look. I know, the episode's like overrunning, but I don't care. Okay, so we've got 14 for Dulles. But we haven't got any for Boston. And then if we go over here, 19 and 11. Wow. Okay, the great news is that it's only, I don't know, it's only a couple of years. Yeah, we've got passengers waiting for both routes. It's only a couple of years, and we get the next plane, which increases the capacity from 3 to 5. So it's almost doubling our capacity. What the hell? The M300, what the hell is that? I don't even know. And if you want to find out, you'll have to come back for the next episode. Guys, I've got to say, without a doubt, this has been the best plane episode that we've ever done. 3 series, and finally we get a successful plane episode. I can't wait to see your comments. I've loved it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.